If Eli wins and Chase Sexton is 5th or worse, he's going to clinch here at home in Colorado.
You were on your way to a 3rd Monster Energy Supercross title. You were knocking down records, it seemed like on a weekly basis.
Something big has happened to Tomac. What has happened? He is slow.
He's holding his leg out.
Oh my goodness.
He is injured.
These images are hard to watch.
It's almost like his foot completely extended on the foot peg, almost like I don't know.
His team manager, Jeremy Coker, telling our Daniel Blair.
It's an unfortunate report we have to make, but we ruptured the Achilles tendon and it's going to put us out for the rest of this season.
So leading up to Anaheim 1, I was on the motorcycle in the middle of October. So it was a very compressed time frame, you know, to get to that high level of riding Supercross. It was right on that very thin line of being possible. With this being the highest level, it's hard to say that you can take those 8 months off and expect to jump right in and be right at the top. With the Achilles injury, maybe this was a little bit of a building season again, but I don't want to put any excuses out there.
This is a big one, coming back from an injury where people say, would you even return to racing, let alone return to the peak that you have? How do you shut all that out, all that chatter, those questions from outside and questions from yourself too?
At the end of the day, what it really comes down to is you. If you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. Yeah, there's chatter about, you know, Achilles and it being one of the hardest injuries to come back, which it is, but it's possible to come back from that and be at a level to where you were before. I was never going to tell myself, hey, I'm back, until I actually got a win.
Eli Tomac, the legend. It will be his 52nd overall win in the Premier class. One more turn, and he's done it. Eli Tomac back on top.
Man, I had so many questions and honestly doubt in my mind at this point before this weekend, questioning, you know, the comeback and riding around where I was. To do this here, that felt like old me, so this was so awesome.
That was goal number 1, you know, that I had in my mind for coming back, and the reason coming back was trying to prove to myself and everyone that I could still win. It was longer than anticipated, but we got there, so it was amazing.
You have 2 titles, 2 450 titles behind you, your 2nd all-time in wins. Incredible career. What's left to accomplish? What is next now for you?
When you look at the big boxes to check off, I've hit all those, I've crossed them all off, but for me, I just still love racing in general, so that's why I'm here. So I will be racing in Pro Moto, Motocross, and the SMX, so I'm going for all of the 2024 season and have intention of racing in 2025. When people talk about age in our sport, I've actually looked at other sports and seen how long athletes go at a higher level. I feel like it's somewhat of a head game at this point in time when you turn 30, you know, whether or not you can do it or not.
If you were going to go back, Eli, talk to yourself in your 250 days, whisper in your own ear.
Yeah.
What would be your words of advice?
Words of advice is enjoy the moment, because it goes fast, that's for sure.